Wholeness YouTube. First say signing back in here. Happy now, all is now. It's a gift to be in the present. It is currently Mars Day in the space and location where I'm at, and Horus is transiting the fourth house in the sky. Okay, so I got a phone call. I manifested a phone call not too long ago, and I had someone speaking to me and asking my thoughts or my perception on the Matrix. Okay, so this being wanted me to give my perception on the Matrix. And yeah, so my channel is more subconscious. You could say my channel is more in the subconscious realm. Just with me having the energies, astrological energies I'm carrying, these are more yin energies. Okay, these are more right brain energies. So we can say with the energies I'm carrying, I'm more in tune with the subconscious. Okay, so just putting that out there. So with the Matrix, right? Okay, yeah. Who hasn't heard of the movie The Matrix? Clearly The Matrix is a very popular movie, starring Keanu Reeves, and I'm not quite sure his actual name, but Morpheus. We got Morpheus, Neo. We got all these wonderful actors. Okay, so yeah, when we look, we have beings. I see beings try and connect the dots and the pieces and the, let's say, hidden messages or subliminals that are in the Matrix, and try and connect the pieces to this reality we are living, because it just is what it is. Whatever you see in the external realm is a reflection of the internal realm. Okay, so when I look at the Matrix, so we have beings have this perception on it as okay, it's negative, having this negative connotation on the Matrix, but it's like oh, in the normal, the mundane pitch will be like, oh, in the Matrix, the food is bad. The water is bad. There's fluoride in the water. The news. I'll just go ahead and just point out things or the information I've come across, when looking at the Matrix in reality. Okay, and maybe if you're watching, you can sort of alchemize the perception in the comment section. But okay, so they got chemtrails in the sky. Okay, people are saying there's chemtrails in the sky. Okay, and we don't like that. We don't like it when the so-called government is covering our sun. We don't like it when they cover our sun. We got the food. Okay, so people are saying there's genetically modified food. Okay, we don't like the genetically modified food. We want more organic foods. They got the so-called beings that have not elevated their perception, that are still stuck on a 3D perception, and either refuse to elevate their perception or just do not have the necessary astrological energies to do so, to elevate their perception when dealing with these dimensions we create as spirits. Okay, so like I say, I reside on a fourth, fifth, sixth dimensional perspective. So when looking at the matrix, and as far as numbers, when we look at the matrix from my perception, how those, code and all the green code, when you look at the green code, it's like, from my perspective, I look at that as all these codes as, time, numbers, just looking at numbers, because numbers is codes. Numbers is numerology. That's how we communicated. That's another way we can communicate to each other, as with language, as spirits. Okay, so when I look at these numbers, because I'm so used to seeing synchronicities, and synchronicities is, a normal thing for me. I just look at it, from a spiritual being, me being spiritually inclined. Okay, and let me talk about spiritual inclination, because this is something that I have to tap into as well. So spiritual inclination, right? So we have beings that know you have to either know that you are a spirit in a body having this human experience. Okay, and we all know this. When we come into the spiritual community, if you're not familiar with the spiritual community and you come into the spiritual community, though, more than likely the main message, or the main focus is to know that you are, at least one realization that is very important, is that you are a spirit in this human vessel having this human experience. Okay, so coming to the understanding that from the no thing, the darkness, you create this. You are not this, you create this. But you can sort of see. One saying that I like to say is that, do I move my arm, or does my arm move itself? Do I use my intention to move my arm, or does my arm just move itself? That's one way you can know that you are in control and you create this, okay, through intention, through the brain, the mind, through the soul. Okay, so when I was looking at the code, at least with me being a spiritually inclined being, when I look at codes and I see these repeating numbers, all these synchronicities, like I say, that's just the spirit realm communicating to me in this physical realm, because the spirit realm, aka the esoteric realm, is not physical. It's more, it's just in the thought realm. It's more space, lighter in density than this physical dense reality. Okay, so the matrix, plain and simple, is just what you make it. You're, as an individual spirit, whatever you perceive and whatever you identify to be a fact will most definitely be a fact for you. So if you perceive the matrix to be the mundane way beings perceive the matrix to be, and first of all, what do you identify as the matrix? This vessel is a matrix. The simple fact that you're inside of this vessel, from maybe I should look up the definition on what matrix is to be truly sure, but when we talking about the matrix, it's like, what you put out is what you get back in this so-called matrix. If you're a high vibrational being and you take care of your frequency, your vibration, your energy will follow, and you wouldn't really have to worry about this matrix. You wouldn't have a negative connotation around this so-called matrix, because you already know that everything happens spiritually first before this physical realm. So clearly, the more you go within and take care of your frequency and your vibration, care about your frequency and your vibration, and not just care about the energy, this is how you can become more spiritually inclined. Okay, and yeah, pick up acts to benefit the spirit. Yeah, pick up acts that will benefit the spirit. And honestly, this Matrix, you will feel like Neo in the Matrix. You won't feel like a character you won't feel like a side character. The more you meditate, the more you go within, the more you become more spiritually inclined, you will feel like Neo in the Matrix. So first is signing out. Catch you next now. This has been my video on the Matrix with a fresh new haircut. I still got to do something with these. I got a new haircut, but I'm trying to make it, because I'm a Leo ascendant, so I'm seeing what I'm trying to do with this. First is signing out. Catch you next now.